It's pretty crazy when you think that we were 5 people this time last year. We hadn't shipped a single unit of pantyhose, and then it's been about 9 months since we started shipping product, and once we started getting product at the door, it's just been sort of this crazy ride ever since. The actual groundswell of support that this has gotten from our consumer base and how fast this has all happened, I've never gone through anything like this before. We started in 2,100 square feet. This facility here is about 115,000 square feet. So just that whole progression has been pretty crazy.
Look at that. Nothing is happening. This is so great. I'm so excited to wear these and not rip them after breathing on them. So thank you, Sheertex.
It probably took us about a year to realize that what we'd actually produced in terms of our knit was truly unique beyond pantyhose. And that was because we accidentally stumbled into the other characteristics of the knit. Yes, there's the strength, but each of the other vectors of what this knit does almost makes it perfect for some other application. The actual density of the fiber and the weight compared to a fiber of the same width makes this genuinely the world's lightest fiber. So you could produce something that is the exact same thickness of yarn in this versus nylon and produce something lighter weight. But then it has this added more remarkable feature that it's also super strong. So you can make it both lighter weight, but also use a finer yarn. So you exponentially change, not only is it lighter weight, but it's so much lighter weight because now you're also making it finer. And when you think of things that are great when they're lightweight and they're breathable, shoes was always something that came to be really top of mind, and particularly with the explosion of all of these fly knit shoes and things that are coming out on the market, I genuinely believe that our knit can make that better. As I started to learn a little bit more about the actual construction process of pantyhose and what similarities it had to other types of products, this idea that shoes was really interesting converged with the fact that shoes is actually probably the closest construction to the making of pantyhose. So pantyhose is reasonably similar to socks, and knit shoes actually basically use a sock attached to a sole to create a pair of shoes. We're actually going to set off starting today to try to actually prototype and launch the world's first odor and stain resistant knit shoe. We have 8 products launching, one of which is the shoes. We have the bra launching next week, both of which didn't even exist in terms of prototypes, a day ago. The whole point of this is, can you build a product from scratch in 14 days? The same with every product we create. It's the fact that we're pulling this off so many times a week, even as at a consumer level, yeah, there's a business story, but for our consumers, that's what gets them excited too. They can literally request something today and we could ship it tomorrow. It's all gonna culminate in a Kickstarter at the end of the month. It's kind of fast, let's just say that. T-minus 13 days, something like that. We were planning to go down to the States to do some prototyping next week, but all of that has kind of not been moving fast enough to fit into our couple-week plan. So we're gonna be going direct to the source. We're gonna head out to Italy instead. It's kind of a little bit of a last-minute change, but we're gonna be able to actually move a lot faster on the ground in Italy. Yeah, this Sunday.
Think about it, that goes on long. It's sustainability thing that goes on.
In 3 days, 4 days, yes, correct. Next week on something, and then whether we can finish it there or find someone else that we could do the final finishing with, that could probably work. Knit them in Italy, and then fly to North Carolina to put it on the soles. But we've been calling a couple of our suppliers, but we basically have to get yarn overnighted, now redirected from North Carolina to Italy to be able to actually pull this off. Hey, so how long is it going to take for the yarns to get shipped to Italy? But do we know the melting points of the finishing machine? You want to come looking for shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. Somewhere there are shoes. I feel like I separated it out as things we will need that go in special places so that you'll find them, but actually makes them harder to find. show. Hey, sorry, I don't have any signal, so I had to FaceTime you. Should I just like go to Geneva and pick it up?
No, because I'll be there in 15 minutes. I have to pick up my coffee. I
Can you get me a coffee too?
cannot ship it out today.
Okay, so can they leave it at a hotel somewhere today and I'll go to France and I'll pick it up and then bring it?
That's what we're gonna have to. That's the worst case scenario is not even that the solution. The worst case scenario, I send my brother Monday morning to pick it up. He's in Bergamo.
There's a couple challenges. We're not sure if we're going to be able to do more than the knit portion of the shoes in Italy. We might need to do finishing in a couple different places, but we'll figure it all out. I'm thinking of leaving tomorrow though, so that I can get there Sunday, so that we can be there, so that we can be there first thing Monday, because we can only stay till Wednesday, and I might need to leave at noon on Wednesday because I have to be back here for a meeting Thursday morning. We gotta get fiber and we gotta get our travel plans. So we're leaving at 8:30 in the morning. Cool. 6? 6:30? Well, boarding's probably at 7:30, so just... Okay, we're at the airport. We just checked our luggage, which has all the fiber we need except for the stuff that we've sent directly to Italy. We're about to board the plane to head to Venice. We should land Sunday morning, which will give us some time to get settled before we head to start prototyping on Monday morning.
Welcome to Venice, where it's currently 10:25 a.m.
Do you love it?
Sure.
Really, this is the only reason we came to Italy. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, so I have a bit of a nervous tick. I check sales like all day, every day. Today was a little bit slower than we wanted to for what we're trying to track to this month. So we did another like last minute launch. So I had the team pull through our inventory and we found out that we had new thigh highs that we could launch, which everyone's been asking for. So we launched those. We were down 5% from yesterday when we launched them. We're now up 10% from yesterday, but in order to catch up from the last 24 hours of sales, we need to be up 50% from yesterday by the end of the day. So I'm gonna kind of be like obsessively tracking this throughout the evening and see how we do. We just got here. We're ready to kick off prototyping this morning. It's pouring rain, but we've got our luggage, we've got our fiber, and we're gonna head in and let's see what we can do. So today was an incredibly successful day prototyping. We're leaving with lots of samples in men's and women's sizes in black and white. Honestly, I don't think we could have imagined it going any better. So we're gonna head back. Naturally, we're going down to Florence now to actually attach these uppers to soles. And then we're headed back to Montreal to actually shoot our video and our photos. And we're planning to launch these shoes to you guys next week on Kickstarter, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, a lot has to happen in the next few days. Hey, we're here in Florence and we are putting some soles on the shoes we made yesterday. So we might actually have a final product in an hour or so. Because of the similarity in construction to pantyhose and socks, I really do believe that we can produce it, prototype it, photograph it, film it, launch it, sell it before the end of this month. So it's mostly about how we prototype it. There's different types of combination yarns that would need to go in with our yarn to make it work. You want some structure to the final product, but you want structure without actually making it super thick, because then you negate the lightweightness that we're trying to go for. I don't think the story is any particular product that we launch. I think the story is how we launch products and how we push the boundaries on what is possible as an organization. We did it. I think Bianca's a bit stressed.
I'm very stressed right now.
But we did it. It's a great time. We're gonna be fine. Okay, so we just got to the gate. We're in Rome, which was the closest place to the factory that we were at this morning, but it's about a 3-hour drive, so we have been hustling. We ended up going to the train station, we got a train, then we had to transfer, and then we literally just ran to the gate. Now we have like a minute to spare, but it's been quite an intense morning, but very, very excitingly, we actually have a pair of shoes that I was able to walk out of the factory with this morning, so super excited, but also kind of still catching our breath. So we're excited to get back to Montreal and be able to actually start taking photos and videos and getting ready for next week's launch. So I think we need to board now. Hey everyone, we're back in Montreal. It's Sunday night. We've been shooting for the last couple of days, and now we're getting the Kickstarter page ready to go live at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's been quite a wild drive, but we're just putting the finishing touches on the page before everything goes up. So we can't wait to show this to the world.